that crypto, Joey Shaw!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just finished talking about REKR. If that's a nice little swing trade idea here, if you want to check out that video. But for now, we are here to talk about unusual machines, Umac. I really like the setup here because of what happened on Friday. If we get the big breakout here above 1650, we can see this move to 1750, 18, 19, then 20. So I think there's potential here for about 10 to 25% return, maybe even in one day. This one's pretty volatile. When it gets going and it gets a nice big breakout, they can make a pretty significant move. Again, we're looking to get in and get out. You can hold it for the swing if you want. We are looking to play the breakout. That does mean we are chasing high, hoping it goes higher. Let's not forget that. This is the problem with chasing stocks. This is the problem with chasing runners. You got to chase high, hoping it goes higher. That means you have to have a stop loss. You can't just chase high, hoping it goes higher. And if it doesn't work out, I'm just going to hold it all the way down to the purple line or the white line. Hold it all the way down to the average. Which in this case, the average is all the way down here at 12. So, you know, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to chase, you know, this is no purple line strategy. This is the let's chase it and let's see if we can get a nice move. I'm looking for a Monday move. We'll see. Defense sector has been moving, so I'm a little excited here. We got price targets of 20, 18, 19, 16. I mean, technically speaking, the analysts think it's worth more than where it's at. But again, what I'm looking at is the big breakout above that key level here at 1650. I think Monday, here's my game plan. Again, I'm saying I think because we don't know what could happen. You know, something could happen between now and Monday morning and everything gaps down. Right? Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it gaps up huge because Trump says something about the defense sector getting huge deals or whatever. Maybe Umac gets a huge deal. Who knows? Anything could happen between now and then. That's the kind of market we're in where who knows what's going to happen. But the breakout, you better get in there. I say what I'm going to do. It's up to you if you want to follow me. If you're in the Discord, you will get the alert. Patreon.com/shadesandtrades. When you get in with me, have that stop loss. We're not here to hold bags. All right? We're not here to, like, I don't want anyone telling me, yeah, Shades, I bought it at 1650 with you, and I'm holding it all the way down. Like, what? No. Take the small loss. It's a little, it stings a little, but what stings more and makes you not get good sleep is when you hold a big bag all the way down. So, better to sleep good at night and take the small loss, I say. The plan: buy at open since we're they have earnings in pre-market. Oh man, what a shame. I'm kind of deflated. I'm a little upset now. I didn't know it had earnings because this is a new stock on the channel, so I haven't talked about I think this is like the second time talking about Umac. I forgot who brought it up. People always bring up these plays and I forget who, but has earnings in pre-market, so it's kind of like we'll have to play it by ear, but more than likely I'm probably not going to touch it. It's really going to depend on how it moves. That sucks that it has earnings pre-market on the day of. Yeah, that kind of blows. I still would, yeah, because it could just gap up if it has, you know. Let me look at the historical pattern for earnings here. I was really looking forward to this play, but this sucks because it's like, So this earnings, it moved. Did it move or did it dump? Let me see. What was this? November 6th. Yeah, so this earnings, did it just tank? Yeah, so this earnings it opened and just tanked a whole dollar. So that's kind of a problem there. I hope that's not the pattern. Here it tanked again. It didn't tank. I keep saying tank. It didn't tank. It just didn't do anything. It just dropped. It was red for the day. So it looks like, historically speaking, it likes to have red days or small little green day here. Yeah, it looks like earnings is kind of a mixed bag. It can be either or. Surprise, surprise, right? It's either gonna be green or red. So yeah, I think we'll just stay, unless it tanks crazy. If it just tanks like crazy, then obviously we'll just stay away. But yeah, if it doesn't do anything on earnings, like if it doesn't pump huge or anything, or it doesn't drop huge, I say, like I said, buy at open, stop loss at the low. Because if it's going to be the low of the day, we should go higher. And that's it. That's the game plan. Buy, stop loss at low, and let's see if it gets that pump to 18. Sell targets of 1750 and 18. Again, we're looking to get in and get the hell out. If you want to hold it for the swing trade for maybe 20 plus, go right ahead. That's up to you. If you feel free to do so. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for, because let me see. The setup is just, I mean, we're breakout traders now. We got to take advantage of these defense sectors getting pops. Let me see. If it moves to 17, that's a 4%er. If it moves to 18.50, 10%. If it moves to 20%. So really, every dollar it moves, it's about 10%. About, not quite. Technically, it should move $1.60, but you get the point. You get the point. There's potential here for 10 to 20%. If not, a quick 5% flip. If not, you take the small loss. Let me look at the 3-minute time frame. So yeah, this is the day trade idea for Monday. I had my eyes on this on Friday, and I'm like, maybe Monday we'll trade this, but I didn't pay attention to the earnings coming up. But yeah, essentially the 3-minute time frame. If we get this white line crossing the yellow line, we buy in. We set the stop at the low, which would be like $14.95. And either we're gonna like lose $50 or we're gonna make $50 or $100. Really depends on how much it moves. Seems pretty volatile now that I've looked at it. So yeah, that's it. That's the play. I think people call it the opening range breakout or something like that. I don't know. I just call it buying at open, stop loss at the low, and let's see where it goes. That's about it. If you're using the office worker strategy, well, you just buy in and set the stop if you want, and then close the position at the end of the day, or you check on it before end of the day and you got stopped out. Either way, the office worker strategy works on this as well. So it's up to you how you want to play it. That's what we're looking to do. We're kind of pivoting a little bit. We have to make some adaptations to the market conditions. A lot of the stocks that we're in, they're just not really doing anything other than going down or sideways. So we need to play these runners. We need to play these stocks that have these breakouts that can go higher. So yeah, chasing high, hoping it goes higher. You better have that discipline and set those stop losses. Do not come to me and be like, yeah, so I bought Umac and held it back. Please don't do that. Please, just don't. Just don't. Save yourself the pain. All right, let me just take one last look here at the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame bouncing off the trend line support down here. Yeah, if it's gonna go back to the top of this trend line, we should see it go higher. Because that's what it's doing. It's creating a higher high, higher low on the weekly time frame. The RSI still, hasn't peaked here, so it's still, maybe we have a green week as well. And it almost looks like an ascending triangle here, getting ready to really go here. But we'll see. The setup looks bullish, but again, hopefully earnings doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything crazy. All right, guys, that is it for the video. As always, if you're in the Discord, patreon.com/shadesandtrades. Look out for the alert on Monday, and maybe we'll get into the swing trade alert for REKR as well. Hope you guys have a great Saturday. I will see you in the next one.